farm now to harvest just some stuff for Logan. He's got a restaurant called Freshman Year that he does on the weekends, and he also does something called Cow by Bear, which is a Cow by Bear is a pop-up that he does with Jill Solomon, and they do really good like 90s style food, kind of nostalgic things from 90s, and then also just kind of like really good savory breakfast. And they also do like sweet, like strudels and pastries. Can't remember what the actual one, toaster strudel, I think that's the name. And yeah, they're just like really good. And then the coffee, they're doing coffee with like different types of cereal and stuff like that, and those are really good. But they buy all their greens from me, so I'm gonna grab just some spicy greens, which is the arugula. And right now the arugula is looking really nice. It's about 32 days since we planted it, so it's really tender, and it's called, at that stage we call it roquette, which is a French word for arugula, and they just have a really good standard for the arugula. It's really fine. It's like what you find in the store, but it's a different variety. They don't really sell it. It's not like the wild arugula. It's a little bit different, but I'll show you. So yeah, grabbing that, basil, some tomatoes, because that's the stuff that he wants. So got some bags, and I'll just kind of take you with me. So just grabbing my harvesting crates and putting them where the stuff is that I'm getting. That's what I always do. So there's the kale for the kale. And then here's the arugula, some of it. Tatsoi, which is ready. And here is this is the roquette. So they don't really have this at the grocery store, but it's really fine and tender. And we don't cover it with bug nets because I don't have any yet, but I'll get some soon. And you know, even with a little bug pressure, it's still really fine and tender. Not too spicy yet. It gets that way. Today's kind of a rainy, cold day, and haven't had a ton of these yet. This is probably like the third cold day, and like the first like really rainy day. It kind of rained a little bit the other day, but I want to show you some cool stuff here. This is oca, or meadow sorrel, or wood sorrel, just depending on where you are. People call it different things. This actually has like a little tuber growing underground, but this is what it looks like now, and it's just a really good garnish, really citrusy flavored. Alright, so I had to duck in and get into the greenhouse and pick some kale because it was raining too hard. This is what I got so far. So it's got 2 pounds of kale, just about. I'd probably pick a little more. Alright, it started to rain again, so I tucked back into the greenhouse, and I've got some basil still in here. It's like 58 degrees during the day, and it's colder at night, so I don't know how it's still going, but it is, and I'm getting a lot of basil off of it still. So I'm gonna collect, he just wants like 2 bunches of it just for garnishing all of the plates with. So I'm gonna grab a little bit for him. So basil's pretty easy. We're just pulling the tops off like that. Like this one up in front. We're just pulling the top off. And he just wants 2 bunches, so don't have to go too crazy, but just get what we can off each plant. And so there you go. There's his basil. And you know, we don't even need to wash it really, because you can just use it fresh. So I'm just kind of wrapping up here, just grabbing some kale from the kale bed here, and getting about 2 pounds for salads for mix. So that's pretty much the last thing I'm gonna do today, but this is, you know, what it looks like. Sometimes it's not raining as much. Check out the cool misty cloud in the background. I'm going back to the back and I'm gonna bag everything up and weigh it out, make sure we've got everything we need. Check out this mountainscape right here. Super cool. So back here in the little washing station, and it's pretty minimal, but just enough to keep the rain off. Yeah, I'm actually really proud of this. I built it myself. This was before I had any building experience. I've done some since then, and I'm gonna do it better next time. But yeah, this is like really cool little spot that we can just package everything up in. So yeah, not gonna lie, it's a little chilly, but it's okay. So I got my basil, it's already done. Gonna weigh these tomatoes, should be 3 pounds. So yeah, this is pretty much what average day looks like. A little bit less rain usually, but yeah, pretty much how it goes, getting orders together, and you know, come and join me again sometime soon.